Okay friends, we are back. We got the clutch adjusted and it stays. Yay. This bushing could use some help. I have to reinstall this line. That's kind of okay. I'm gonna clean this grease out a little bit. I don't want to be sending that into the throwout bearing. Okay, it makes me really happy we got the clutch adjusted. I did not want to have to split this tractor anytime soon. You know what I mean? And this, man, these little dozers are not friendly to work on. I'm 6'3" and I can hardly reach in here to get in here. And if I get in there, it's too tight. So. Okay, so we got this serviced. We got the throwout bearing greased. It should probably have a seal on it, but this dozer has a canopy, so it's rarely going to be getting any kind of direct elements on it. And as long as I keep running it and keep building heat, should be fine. Okay, so I did a bunch of research online, and I guess Caterpillar came out with this grease conversion for the throwout bearing. It was a kit, and I believe you had to install a sealed bearing and thrust washers for grease that had a bigger gap so the grease could get through them. And I hope this one has it. This looks like a professional kit. Didn't look like it was glued in there. It's all screwed together with like a banjo looking fitting. So I'm hoping, I'm just gonna run grease, and hopefully this is the right setup for this dozer, because if not, I'm gonna be tearing into this thing. I guess you need the sealed bearing, because if you don't, you're not gonna get that oil drip onto the bearing that you'd normally get from using the oil. So you got to have the sealed bearing in there for sure before you can run this grease setup. Otherwise, you're going to be splitting your tractor and tearing apart your transmission. As we're going to grease these guys. I love this Harbor Freight special here. So there is two oilers right there. Guessing those are for the steering clutches. Okay, we'll grease all four of these grease zerks real quick. Looks like my grease gun's out. It's still coming out, but it's almost empty. Yeah, out of grease. We'll be back. Okay, we actually have some grease now. Okay, steering clutch release bearings. It says 1 cup of oil on each side every 10 hours. So I'm going to put about 1 cup in there. And it says to use crankcase oil. So This is gonna get messy. I don't have an oil filler. Okay, I just got crankcase oil for this. That's all it calls for. I put about a cup. And it's not going in. What? Well, that's not good. This might be rusted solid, I don't know. It's not seeming like it's taking oil. Well, it takes oil, but really slow. I'm gonna have to do something different. That's not gonna work. Okay, don't laugh at me too hard, because this is the only thing I have on hand right now. This is only a half a cup, so I'm gonna have to get an oiler. I was gonna buy one, but they're like 50 bucks. How slow it takes the oil, man. This is gonna take forever. Do they really expect me to do this? Oh my goodness, man. Take you all year to service this thing. Maybe the holes are plugged up. Okay, maybe this will work. Oh, maybe not. I seriously don't know how they expect you to do this. Pretty much need an oiler again for this. Well, this is probably pretty boring content. Oh, it's just all leaking out.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so maybe if I put a little bit of tape on here to make it like it airtight, maybe. Okay, it's only like 70 degrees out and the camera cannot record in this heat, so I have to put you in the shade. Hopefully it's an alright angle. I think this is working. Okay, well I'm going to skip this part because the camera needs to cool off, so I'm going to put 1 cup oil on each side. Okay friends, just a little update. We got both of those filled up. They only took about 3/4 of a cup of oil, and there's some little overflows on the side, I guess. I don't know, something like that. It starts to leak out the side of the transmission somewhere. So it started to leak, so I backed off. Now I got a little mess to clean up. Next step is to grease this clutch pedal. That's the grease zerk. I believe it was every 20 hours it says to grease it. And I think that's the drain plug for the transmission. I gotta make sure that's topped off with fluid before I try to get it warm and drain it. I want to get it nice and warm, or at least check the fluid. And then the finals, really hard to get to because the winch is on there right in the way. I'll make sure those are topped off with oil before I take it down. And then I believe I found the bolt for that hole, so I'm going to put that in. I'd like to adjust this carburetor a little bit. I haven't been able to adjust it, and I need to work on this governor a little bit. It's not really working like it's supposed to. It's either giving it too much throttle or not enough. I think I need to tear this apart and lube it up, but I'm probably going to put that off for a little bit. But it would be nice to get the throttle off while I'm tuning the carburetor. I might have to just disconnect the governor. It just overrides. See, it should. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know much about these governors. Thought I did. So you pull it out, and that's no throttle. But it's like giving it a bunch of throttle still. So I don't know if I have it on the wrong side or what. Seems like this has been working. I just would rather the pony motor warm up before I ream on the throttle, if you know what I mean. So it pushes on that. That pushes it this way to dethrottle. Oh yeah, if it goes this way, it gives it a bunch of throttle. This thing is really wore out. I don't know if I want to adjust it too much more. Pretty sure it's just got some old oil in there and it's not working like it's supposed to. Because I stiffened the spring up pretty good. I don't really want to go any stiffer. So I might just run it like this for a little bit. Maybe it'll warm up and get the oil get a little thinner inside. But definitely need to take that apart and flush it out at some point. Looks like a pain to take off. Okay friends, we got that topped off. We're going to do the other side. They were probably like 2 or 3 quarts low. The transmission looked great. A little thick. It needs to be serviced. This one is topped off. No water. That's good. So I'm guessing maybe this right side's probably got a slow leak or something. We'll see. But I got this one topped off. Okay friends, trying to get that to drain out. It's got water in it. There we go. Oh yeah, definitely got a little bit of water in there. Coming out now. I'm just gonna drain this whole thing actually. And let some diesel soak in there for a little bit while we work on this, and then I will, well, that might explain why the pinion grinding when I engage it sometimes. I didn't see the plug before because it was so dirty. Guess I gotta get the power washer underneath here. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I only have diesel. You're supposed to wash it out with kerosene. Okay, so we'll fill that full of diesel and let it soak while we work on the rest of the tractor. At least it's finally getting warm, so we can actually flush this thing out now. Okay, I'm going to top off the tank too while I'm here. Okay, found the bolt for that one. I believe that's the one I need to fix. Fell underneath the dozer in the mud, and once I moved it, I could find where to put it. So I found the bolt right there. Must have been in the track somewhere because I looked all over the place for it. Okay, hopefully some diesel comes out of there and didn't all drain out through the bell housing. Because the bell housing was leaking, but I think that's because I overflowed it. Oh yeah, we got some fluid coming out, that's great. Cool, it's holding some fluid, that's good news. I had to cover you up because it was going to get sprayed. snug. Now we'll fill that full until it drains out this side plug. This just takes crankcase oil. Oh, that's not ideal. We still got the drain pan down there. Yeah, we get some more oil. Okay, now the pinion and the engagement clutch is serviced. I almost forgot about that bottom one. So much grease covering it up, I couldn't even see it. So at this point, we are fully serviced. We just have to, these things got some slow leaks. I got to tear these off and see what's going on in here and clean them up, or I'm not sure. Pretty slow leak, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. I really want to get this thing running. Test out the drivetrain, make sure everything's sound on it. I ordered the, what is it, the Semi 00 EP. It's actually the Semi EP 00 high pressure lithium grease for the undercarriage. On these machines, you're supposed to use that. Some people were saying on the forums that they use the 000 EP, and Squatch and another couple guys are using just EP 00. And I kind of like the thickness of the 00. It's still got some thickness to it, but it's liquidy enough. It has a good texture to it, and it's super tacky. So I kind of agree with him. I really like the EP00. So I ordered some of that online. None of the part stores had it around here locally, so I had to order it online. And then Tractor Supply on their website says they have 2 of the EP00. Forget the name of the oil. It's like corn something. But they only had 2 little bottles, and I don't even think that would service this dozer. All these rollers are going to take a lot more than that, I have a feeling. Get this thing cleaned up a tad. Jeez. This is all plugged up with oil and crud back here. Okay, I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then we'll put the side protectors on next. And I'm going to put the intake filter on, and we have to sandpaper the hydraulics so they don't keep chewing up the seals. So that'll take a minute, and then I believe everything's ready. Still need to put the thermostat in, but I want to flush it out a couple more times and do some kind of a flush on the engine to get that rust out. I think I have a trick up my sleeve for that. That's going to take like a week or 2, so the dozer is going to be out of commission for a while. So I'd at least like to tinker on it a little bit before I have to let it sit for a week or 2. It's also going to take me up to a week to do electrolysis on the main fuel tank, so it'd be nice if I got to play on it a little bit before I have to let it sit for a while. I'm going to have to take this thing back off, but that's all right. I'm going to be blading the driveway, and I really don't want any rocks to get in here and smash on with my luck. So it only takes a minute to take it off, so. Okay, now we got some protection again. Just an old pickle jar I found. I don't have a mason on hand, so let's see if this thing will work. Gonna have to put a little more tape on the bottom side. It's probably gonna get warm and fall off sometime. Well, maybe it'll get some dust off before it breaks. I can't put it too tight. Didn't help that I put the tape on crooked. Okay. gonna have to get a tiny one. This is, there's like no clearance on this thing. Well, I ain't going nowhere. It should work for now. Well, there's not much dust right now, so. Okay, friends, we're gonna try to tune the carburetor, and then I gotta sand the chrome down on the cylinders a little bit because it's gonna mess up the seals if I run it like that. And then we're gonna go blade the driveway. Hopefully everything goes as planned. clutch is out of adjustment now that I broke it in. I think I gotta readjust it. I gotta run back up there and grab the wrench for this. There we go. Okay, so now the clutch is out of adjustment. I believe because it's starting to warm up and I'm getting moisture out of there, most likely. So I gotta open that back up and readjust it. So I gotta run up to the house and grab a wrench. I'll be right back. The pin's right there, so I got lucky this time. Okay, so this is disengaged. We got the brakes on. Okay. Let me try one more click. That is not going to work. So one click back. And the clutch is working now. That's all she takes. One click. I'm guessing as it warms up, I'm going to have to keep adjusting it because the clutch is going to change sizes. Okay, so now this is when you want the pony motor to be reliable because I'm stuck here right on the turn. Would really blow for it not to start now. Gonna leave the quad here full of tools in case that happens again. Okay, hopefully I can at least do a couple passes before I have to do that again. That would be nice. I've got that parking brake on. Sure is nice. And then we got a couple trees behind us. Hopefully that would stop it. Okay, let's see if we can pop this thing real quick. Come on, Betsy. This is when I need you most. Okay. So we got the parking brake on. Neutral. Okay. Turn the pony gas on. Wait a second. Oh, we still got this open.
I was just fooling about.
that's the transmission plug right there. Or not. No, it's probably farther in. That's some kind of a bell housing too. Gotta go deep. I believe that's the tranny, that's the bell housing. Oh, we got it. We got it. Oh man. What the heck? Please tell me it's gonna get easier. Oh my goodness, that's not good. This thing's gonna try to puke on me. I'm gonna get some space over here. It's warm, but not crazy warm. Okay. Okay, we're gonna make this work. I should have grabbed the glove, huh? Oh, hopefully there's no water in here. Well, that looks pretty good, actually. That looks like it could be changed. This is really annoying. You think they'd just come out the side, but yes, I wouldn't full drain, huh? Final actually looks. Oh, there's some water. Never mind. Oh man, that's still dripping, huh? Shoot. Okay. This thing's pretty full. Man, I only have 5 gallons of gear oil. I think I don't have enough. Okay. I'm gonna figure out something for the other side. This is my only funnel slide thingamajigger.